I'm Linda Hall. I'm from the psychology department and I'm working in the memory lab. And I've collaborated on work in the memory lab for a long time with Harry Barrick and Mindy Baker. Neither of them are here today, so I'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing. Our focus for more than 25 years now has been on maintenance of knowledge. And specifically in recent years, we've been looking on maintenance of access. So most people have had the experience where you try to remember something and you know it, but you can't quite pull it out, and those are the kinds of instances we're interested in part because we think that a lot of knowledge that you have, you can't always access, and that really limits its usefulness. If you can't pull it to mind when you need it, it's not very useful. So we've been looking at a number of variables that can maintain accessibility, make sure that it will come to mind when we need it, and one of the variables that especially recently we focused on is age. There's a growing body of literature that suggests, hasn't confirmed, but certainly suggests that older adults have a lot more trouble with access than younger adults. That it's not that they're losing information, that they're forgetting everything they know, but what they do know they can't necessarily pull to mind when they want it. It seems to be especially a difficulty in remembering names.
Hi, my name is Laura Bose, and I am now a junior here, and my majors are genetics, psychology, and neuroscience. This summer, the project that I'm working on under Dr. Hall is working on fluctuations in memory, where you can't quite remember something that you know. And so we are looking at differences in age, young adults and old adults, and what I've been working on so far in the last 6 or so weeks has been to develop tests for young adults, college age people. We're trying to get some baselines here so we have something to eventually compare people who have mental problems to the norm. So what we've been working on is looking at how much information you need to be able to come up with a name. So if you need, can you come up with a famous person's name with just a picture or just a little description, a little blurb about them? Or do you need both? Or do you need a little extra help with the initials? Because we think that as you get older, you can not quite always remember it, but the more information you have, the more likely you are to remember it. And so that little third cue, the initials, will really help you be able to pull that name out of your head.
Hi, I'm Yan Dong from Beijing, China, and I'm a rising senior right now in Ohio Wesleyan University. For half of the people who come here, we have them take a first test, and then we'll have them to take the speed of processing test, which just a test on like how fast they can process in their mind. And we are trying to look at if this is gonna relate it to how well they can recall things. And then after half an hour, we'll give them the same test. And that's where Dr. Hall said we are trying to look at how much up fluctuations they have, which means how much of the items that they cannot recall the first time, but after half an hour they can recall the second time, or how much down fluctuation they have.
It's been really interesting. I really like learning about the mind and how it can relate to my real life. I have older adults in my family. I just went on a family vacation recently, and people were calling people by the wrong names. Do you remember when? No, what? And it's just, I think it's fascinating to find out more as I'm learning in the social sciences how that correlates to my real life.